What up, world? I'm Steve. You guys are the Crypto Crew, and this is where we keep crypto simple and easy to understand. Today's video, we got an exciting one for you. Is Bitcoin about to moon or is it about to correct? We're going to go over 3 key signals to look out for in this video, and we're going to make our decision in this video. Before we get into it, I just want to give a quick 10 seconds about myself. Because I grew up with little money, I started earning my own money at 7 years old. By the time I was 16, I had fallen in love with the stock market. At 26, I paid off all of my debt, including 4 years at university. And at that time, I had a really good job and I was making a lot of money in corporate America. But I decided to leave it all. I wanted to do 2 things. I wanted to be my own boss, and I wanted to do something I was more passionate about. Here we are, 6 years later. I'm blessed that I've been my own boss since that day, and I'm super passionate about cryptocurrency. And I'm even more passionate about teaching about crypto and making it simple. That's why I developed the classes that are down below that have been an enormous success. Tons of people have taken them and really phenomenal feedback. So I'm really excited about the classes and I get to provide a lot of value. But we'll cover the classes a little bit later. Before we jump into the video, I gotta give a special shout out to this community. You guys are incredible. I'm not building this channel by myself. Each one of you guys are building it together. And now almost 13,000 subscribers. It's just crazy how fast we've grown. If you guys are new here, you definitely want to subscribe right now. We welcome you into our community. Hit that subscribe button. Turn on that bell to get the hottest video fresh off the production line. Let's jump into the video. As you guys know, this is not financial advice. These are my opinions. So looking at CoinMarketCap, we've got Bitcoin right now at 10,656. We're down a little bit, but the big question everybody is wondering right now is Bitcoin heading to the moon, or are we about to have another correction, another leg of the correction? So let's jump into sign number 1. Again, on this video, we're going to look at 3 signals that are going to tell us if Bitcoin is on the way to the moon or is it on the way for another correction. So right now we're on CoinMarketCap and we're on the 3-month chart for Bitcoin. Now, looking at this chart, there's one level in particular in Bitcoin that is just screaming out to me as it's very, very, very important. Now, those of you that have taken my classes or you're taking them now, you know that we spend a lot of time, especially in the beginner class, talking about support and resistance. Now, support is a line that usually holds the price above, and resistance does the opposite. It holds the price down. It doesn't let us through. We have one line here and one price point of Bitcoin that has been able to do both. So it's quite powerful. It was a very powerful support, and now it's a powerful resistance. And that's this $12,000 level. So look over here at this line. Again, on CoinMarketCap, we can't control how thick the lines are. I wish we could make them thicker, but in the beginning, the line was over here. Let me see. Let me move myself up so that you guys will be able to see what is going on. So right around the time of November 29th, we started testing that $12,000 level, and we did it again on December 2nd and again on December 3rd, and we just couldn't pass that level. We broke through it, and then we went all the way up to 20,000. And when we came down, everybody was wondering where we're going to stop. We stopped right at that $12,000 level. That became our support. So it was our resistance. It came our support. Anytime you break resistance or break support, it flips the role. So if you break resistance, it becomes support. If you break support, it becomes resistance. So that's it in a basic sense. We formed this pattern here and we touched down at 12,000 and we tried it again on January 16th, but the pressure was too strong. Whoops. The pressure was too strong on January 16th and it pushed us down. And then 12K became our resistance, which it is today. So what level is really important first? Signal number one. If Bitcoin can hang out above $12,000, that is phenomenal. In my opinion, looking at this 3 months chart, that's the number one level I'm looking for first with Bitcoin. If it can get above that, I'm much more confident that it can continue up. What is the next level? There's only one more level that's really important after this 12K that will tell us that Bitcoin is about to set new all-time highs. So 12K is the first one that we're looking at. And the next one is over here. You can see this was our first resistance points here, about 17,500. You can see this level right here. It also lined up with this level over here and this level here. So if we can close above 17.5, we're going to set new all-time highs. But it's going to be very difficult with this $12,000 level. This one's not going to be easy. And that's why it's pushing us. We're getting pressure that's pushing us down. We're going to go into two other signals as well. But pay attention to this 12K level and this 17.5. All right. So let's get into signal number 2. What are we looking at? So remember I told you this $12,000 level is important. We've got some confirmation here on our chart. So now we're on Coinigy. This is also linked in the description, and everybody in our classes, you guys have this chart. You can pull it up right here under load chart layouts, and you go to BTC USD right here at the top, and this will come up automatically. Now, that $12,000 level is very important in this chart as well. So we've double confirmed it. And the reason is, look at this green line. So this green line is a 50-day moving average. It's very important. The blue one is the 100-day, and this is the 200-day. So what these are basically are big levels of support, and they hold us above. And when we break through them, there are resistance. So we broke through the green one and the blue one. So now they are resistance. So that $12,000 level coincides with both of those lines. If Bitcoin can close above it, we are closing above those two lines, and those will be our support. If we can break through those lines, they will be our support. That'll be very strong and very powerful for the growth of Bitcoin to try to make new highs. Now, I do want to reference a video I made about the potential worst case scenario that Bitcoin could go down to 3,500, and that's based on our wedge here that we had broken through. So the question now is, Steve, is it still worst case scenario that Bitcoin goes down to 3,500, which was at the bottom of our wedge and based on some historical data? It's not as likely now, but pay attention to this $12,000 range, okay? If we can close above that, that's phenomenal. If we get pushed back down, we're probably going to end up over here. Let me show you guys on the chart. Actually, let me show you here first. So again, we're here on CoinMarketCap. We're on the 3-month. This is the one we just looked at. Now, if we're looking at another level, if we were to go down from 12K, where would we stop? It's very clear that we would most likely stop at 8K. That's because we've confirmed back here in November, which is when a lot of you guys probably got into crypto. We confirmed 8K here, okay? So that was our support. We confirmed it as support, and we've also confirmed it as support in February 8th, February 11th, and February 13th. So if we head down, it's likely that we will head there. So that's an area to watch. But what I do want to say, this is something very important to keep in mind. When I made the video that Bitcoin could potentially, worst case scenario, go to 3,005, a lot of you guys were trying to time the market. And one thing I want to make really clear is we should never try to time the top or time the bottom with trades. That will lose us a lot of money. We have to be smart and use our strategy and take emotion out of it. If we're trying to time the top or the bottom, we're just guessing and using emotion. But we can't trade that way. We can make predictions as we do on this channel that potentially this could be the top or this could be the bottom, but don't hold all of your money on the sides waiting for just that number. We have to trade with a strategy. And if you guys don't have a strategy, then you've got to get one. If you don't know how to get one, don't worry. That's why I made the classes, and they're very simple and easy to understand, and you create your strategy there. You create a very strong strategy there. So 8K is looking like we need to keep an eye on, and 12K is looking like we need to keep an eye on because it also coincides with these two lines. Now, the last thing that we're going to cover is the RSI. You guys know we've been talking a lot about the RSI on this channel, and I think it's one of the best indicators to tell us what's happening with the health and wellness of Bitcoin. So the RSI is this guy down here in the green. And thank you guys for your comments. The purple wasn't showing up, so now we've got it in green. So we're going to go to the year. I like to start with the year. It gives us a snapshot. So the year RSI is telling us right now that we're hanging out about 53. So that's pretty good. That's not too bad. We still have room to go up. But let's take a look at the 3-month. What does that do? And a lot of questions are like, Steve, how about the RSI in the 3-month or 1 month? Why does it change? What does that mean? So think of it like using binoculars. If you look at the mountain from a far ways away, that's kind of like we are looking at the year. We're getting a big picture. We can see all the trees and the grass and the meadows and the animals and the mountain and the skyline. We can get the big picture. But if we take a look at the 3-month, we're using our binoculars and zooming in. So we can't see the big picture of the meadow and the grass and the fields. We can just see the mountain. And if we look at the 1 month, we're even closer to that mountain and we can't see anything in the peripheral. So we're just taking snapshots of data. The 3-month is only 3 months worth of data. So it tells us the trend within Bitcoin just for 3 months. So the 3-month trend is saying that Bitcoin is getting up there on the RSI, right now at 60. If we look at the 1 month, it paints a more clear picture for this moment in time, this 1 month of data, 1 month of Bitcoin's history. It's telling us that we were pretty overbought. We were pretty overbought. We got up to 80 and we had a sell-off, and now we're down to 57. So that tells us a couple things. In the short term, we had a big run up. Now we need to take a step back and we have to see what's really happening in Bitcoin. We bottomed at 6K. It's still uncertain whether this is the actual bottom. In fact, nobody in the world knows. But for now, the signals that we've seen with this are pretty good. For example, we broke out of this falling wedge. That was pretty significant. The next big significant move is to be above 12K. But we came from 6K and we rode it up to 11.3. That's a pretty big move. And anytime you have a big move like this, you're going to see a bit of a correction or consolidation. That doesn't mean we're going to drop back down to 6K. It means we could drop maybe to 8K, worst case scenario, or maybe we drop to this level right here, about 9K, which would put us on this moving average for the short term. But the point is, when you ride up that fast, that much, you're going to have some period of consolidation or a minor correction, and especially because we got the RSI up to around 80. So that paints a picture for us. We've got a couple things to look out for. We're going to keep our eye on the 8K. We're going to keep our eye on the 12K. If we really are looking for Bitcoin to go up, really pay attention to 12K and then 17.5. If we get above 17.5, I'm a firm believer that we're going to set new all-time highs. But if we go up to 12K and we get pushed back down, don't panic. That's going to be normal. I personally would think it's going to be a little bit of a challenge to pass 12K. I think that we're going to struggle with it for maybe a week or two to get over 12K. I don't think we're going to go straight through it. We'll see how it plays out, but it's a very strong line. It's a very strong line. So those are the key signals to look out for with Bitcoin, whether it's going to the moon or a correction. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let's get 200 likes on this video, and I want to share a couple more things with you before I let you go. The first is the classes. The classes, I heard some feedback from you guys. I put more detail about what's in these classes in the description, but these are from my heart. I love teaching more than anything. I'm so passionate about this industry. There's so much potential in this industry, but I wanted to do the classes to keep them simple. So there are 3 classes down below. One is a beginner class that covers everything foundational that you need to know if you're really new to Bitcoin. Then there's an intermediate class that covers the 2 most important things in this industry: charts, getting comfortable and confident with charts, and then investment strategy. How to create an investment strategy, how to know when to buy, when to sell, how much to buy, how much to sell, how long to hold, all of these questions. What coins are good, what coins are bad. And you get coin alerts from me every time I buy or sell. So that's the intermediate. And then there's going to be a new class that I'm still molding now. I want to make it really, really good. So I haven't launched it yet. But I have some good news for you guys. The beginner class is tomorrow. I'm going to raise the price because the beginner class is, I just redid the whole class. So the price is going to change tomorrow. So if you were thinking about it, taking the class, you might want to take it now when the price is still really low. So that's my recommendation. The class is pretty good. I mean, the feedback has been phenomenal, and I'm just blessed and fortunate because I get to do what I'm truly passionate about every day. And that's how you know life is pretty good. A couple things I want to share with you after the class is, well, there's just one more thing. If you want to set your charts up like this, you can go to Coinigy, and the link is in the description. But more importantly, the Twitter. Guys, let's be honest with ourselves. This is a complicated industry. We've got charts and graphs and numbers and figures and all the terminology. This is a complicated industry. So I have my Twitter completely open for you to DM me if you have questions. And so far, I've literally answered every single human that has reached out to me. So if you have questions, don't be afraid to ask. There are no stupid questions. There are no silly questions. Whatever question you have, I know 100 other people have. So just ask the question. And if you guys haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Join the Crypto Crew. You definitely want to subscribe right now. Join our community, growing ridiculously fast. And look forward to welcoming you guys into the classes. They're selling like wildfire, and the feedback has been incredible, and that makes me feel really good. I'm very happy about how the classes are going. So that's it for today, guys. We'll come back for another video. Make sure you give this a big thumbs up, and I look forward to welcoming you guys into the Crypto Crew. Peace and love, Crypto Crew. Fist pound to you guys.